Hi, I'm Janice Scott, and this summer session I'm going to be teaching PLA 4022, Section CW1. It's called The Law Goes to the Movies. This course will not have a formal textbook. What we're going to do is we're going to look at how Hollywood addresses legal issues. We're going to see about 10 movies, which means every week you'll have to watch a movie instead of reading something in a textbook. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take that movie, the facts and the scenes in it, and we're going to move it to Florida. And what we're going to look at is how would that play out if that happened in Florida. So we're going to see about 10 movies. The first week we're going to see a little introduction movie. It's a little story by Randy Paul, who is dying of cancer, and he talks to us about the meaning of life and what's important. Then we'll go into the movies, and then we'll have a final exam at the end. The first movie that we're going to watch, I'm not going to tell you what it is, I'm going to let you guess. It takes place in a small southern town with a couple of young men who are traveling down from an upstate, like New York and New Jersey, and they get into a bit of trouble in this town, and they get one of their family members to represent them at trial. So at trial, the judge says, "Ute? What exactly is a ute?" And with that, everyone should know what the first movie is that we're going to see. So when you see this movie, a lot of it is about criminal procedure, even though you might not know it because it's such an enjoyable movie. We're going to take that criminal procedure part, we're going to move it to Florida, and we're going to see in Florida, how would we get that evidence into the trial? Or is it coming into the trial? So that's going to be the first week. You're going to watch the movie, you're going to do some research on Florida law, and then you're either going to take a quiz or you're going to write something for me. So from there, we're going to go into a series of additional movies, one movie a week. You'll have 7 days to view it and to answer the questions or take the quiz. We're going to see 2 movies about employment law. One of them is called North Country. And even though it's about women in business and women in industry, you can put anything else in there. And then we're going to see an older movie. It's called Philadelphia. For the most part, employment law can be federal, but it also has some wrinkles in state law, state by state difference. So we'll look at the federal law for those 2 movies, and then we will look at what does Florida bring to this picture. You may ask, why am I using such old movies? One of the reasons is they're easier to get hold of. They're more readily available. They're either online for free. Sometimes they will be linked to the course themselves. Sometimes they won't. Sometimes you're going to have to buy them. You're going to have to rent them. The newer movies are not quite that easy to get hold of. We're also going to watch To Kill a Mockingbird. And probably everybody's saying, "Oh, I think I read that book as a freshman in high school." You probably did. The movie is outstanding. We are going to watch that movie and we're going to look at it from an evidentiary standpoint. How do we get that evidence in? How do we keep it out? What is going on in this trial? And then we're going to watch Evan Brockovich. Great movie, Academy Award. And it's actually about tort law and about discovery. Huge area of law. How do you get it into the trial? What do you do to keep it out? What do you have to do? Then we're going to watch another old one. It's called 12 Angry Men. It's about jury selection. And there are attorneys that if you talk to them will say that as you pick the jury is as you win the case. Very important part of your trial. Who is going to be on the jury? Where do they come from? What do they bring with them? So we're going to look at 12 Angry Men, and then we're going to look at jury selection in the state of Florida. So with that said, you're going to have work every week. We are going to watch a movie. You're going to either write something, you're going to always research, and then you're going to either write something or you're going to take a quiz, and we're going to have a final at the end. So with that said, I hope to see you this summer for PLA 4022 CW1. It's The Law Goes to the Movies.